Radio Lewis. Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.
It is indeed webcasting for a worldwide audience, and this is John Russell here for Radio Lewis, and I'm joined by Emily from Richard Green Funeral Services. Westgate hosts many different events, everything from kids' discos to singing events, classical music events. You're planning on staging something completely different, aren't you? Can you tell me about that?
That's right. Yes, so I work for Richard Green Funeral Service, and we're actually just across the road from here. We're a local, independent, family-run funeral service. And yes, we'd like to warmly invite members of the public in Lewis and further afield to attend an event that we're running at the Westgate Chapel on Saturday, the 18th of May, 10:30 to 3:30. And yes, this event is called Dying Matters Event.
All right, okay. Well, indeed, dying does matter. Matters to everybody. It's what do they say that? And taxes, the only two inevitabilities of life.
Yep.
We were just talking a little bit earlier about how more and more the profile of what to do about in preparation for one's own death or family member's death, how important that is. So if somebody came to this event, what sort of information are you hoping to share with them?
Sure. Well, what we want to create is a relaxed and friendly setting here at Westgate where people can talk more openly about dying, death and bereavement, and to learn about practical and emotional support available here in Lewis locally.
Is this open to anybody, or is it?
It certainly is. So we've invited various professionals to attend on the day to help facilitate discussion, but we'd really like to see any member of the public who's interested in talking about death, dying and bereavement to pop in any point during the day.
Okay. And I'm aware that there's sort of death cafe movement, which has been going for a while now, has been very successful.
Yes.
And we've hosted some of those sort of events. Is it sort of like that, but actually with a bit more focus on sort of preempting the event?
Yes, I think it's part of a wider discussion that's already happening nationally. And actually, this event is taking place during Dying Matters Week, which is a national coalition and awareness week. And it's all part of that discussion, that open discussion about dying, that, as you say, is already taking place locally through the Death Cafe movement.
You say you've got specialist advisors coming on the day. What sort of thing are we talking about there?
Right, so we've invited lots of people to come, and we've been really excited about the response that we've had, actually. Starting with talks running throughout the day. So just to give you a flavour, we've got Kate and Kate coming from the Coffin Club. You might have seen them recently appear on the BBC with their patron Miriam Margolyes, and the programme that they're on is called Miriam's Dead Good Adventure. So Kate and Kate are part of, or they basically set up the Coffin Club, which is aimed at empowering people to take more control of their final send-off. So really educating and informing people about the options and choices available to them. And they provide safe spaces for discussion about what can be a taboo subject. So we're really excited to have them with us to really kick off the day. We've also got some end-of-life doulas coming to talk about the invaluable work that they do supporting people and their families who are living with a terminal diagnosis, and facilitating a peaceful, graceful, meaningful and dignified end of life. Who else have we got? We've got Louise Anderson, who's a local grief and loss counsellor who specialises in supporting people to move through and beyond life's many losses. And we're really pleased to have Louise with us because she also draws on her own personal experience of bereavement and the journey that she's been through, as well as her kind of training. So lots of people coming. We've also invited the local coroner's office from East Sussex, which is a bit different. But actually what I find through my work as a funeral director is that Often when we talk about coroners' involvement, there's a lot of uncertainty and sometimes fear about what coroners do and why they're involved. So we hope that through them giving a talk and a question and answer session, it will help sort of demystify their role as well. So that's just a flavour of who's coming, but we've also got lots of other professionals. Obviously, us as your local funeral director, we've got St Peter and St James Hospice coming, various celebrants, registrars. We've got a memorial jeweller, a funeral caterer, florist, your local crematorium, natural burial ground, lots of people, who are all going to be
well, it sounds
mingling.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's not morbid at all.
No, hopefully it'll be quite... well, we want it to be welcoming and upbeat. I mean, obviously, death, dying conversations are sad and it's a difficult time for people, but we want it to be a kind of friendly, open space where people can realistically explore, options and wishes and feel empowered by the conversations that they have.
Okay. And do people need to book or can they just turn up on the day?
Definitely just turn up. It's completely free. So we'll have people kind of welcoming on the door. We open at 10:30, so please just pop in. We'll have a kind of tea, coffee, cake bar running throughout the day.
Well, that's me. I'm signed up.
Well, we've actually we've got a local funeral caterer as well, who's very kindly offered her services for the day. Annabelle from Annabelle's Kitchen, so she's local in Lewes.
Yep.
She's done a lot of funerals for us before. Just pop in. It's a very much pop in, pop out type event. We're going to have one room where people can really mingle and meet each other and talk, and then another room where these talks and also short films will be taking place.
Okay, lovely. Now, if people want more details, is there somewhere they can go online to get those details?
Yes, so please feel free to visit our website, so Richard Green Funeral Service. We're based in Lewes in Uckfield, so there will be information and updates on there. As I say, we're also part of the Dying Matters movement nationally, so they also have a website and a map of things happening all over the country that week, including information about our event.
Just remind us, day and date.
Yeah, so it's Saturday, 18th of May, Westgate Chapel, Lewes, 10:30 till 3:30 p.m, and that's hosted by Richard Green Funeral Service.
Fantastic. Well, every success for that day. I think it's a brave opportunity to, actually talk about things that people do find difficult, and all power to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
Bye.